Hi guys, welcome back to a little about LV, which feels really weird to say because I haven't been filming in a very long time. So today I thought it'd be really fun to do like a simple makeup look for fall, just so you can kind of follow along and get a few ideas, because I know a lot of you are still very interested in all the makeup stuff that I do. But I am also going to be doing a catch up, kind of get ready with me type thing, where I tell you where I've been and what's been going on, because I haven't posted in like a month and a half or something like that. And I know so many of you and a lot of my closest friends have been asking me, why aren't you posting? Like, why aren't you filming anything? Like, don't you have anything to film? Like, yes, a lot of times I have ideas, but I don't have inspiration. So we're gonna get into all that and what's been going on. So we're just gonna kind of jump in. I'm gonna be doing this makeup look. I'm probably gonna list everything down below that I'm using instead of really talking about all of that. We're really just gonna talk about where I've been. So all that being said, if you were interested in knowing why I haven't been on YouTube in a while, you are about to find out. So let's jump right in. Okay, so where is my primer? Possibly forgot some stuff, bringing it up here to the filming room. So if I have to like run away and come back, it'll be okay. I'll just cut that part out. So I'm kind of breaking this whole thing down because, you know, I like to make lists and I like everything to be organized, in saying like what I've been up to and what's been going on in the time that I haven't been on YouTube. So basically I'm fine, but I have been super busy. So in October, we had this wedding that my husband was in, and it was like 2 hours away from where we live. So it was like a whole thing where we had to like drive there, spend the entire weekend. It was super fun, but very stressful. Like, I'm sure if you've ever planned a wedding or been in a wedding, like, you know, it can be very stressful. So that took up like an entire weekend. Like, obviously I couldn't film, couldn't do anything else. There was a lot of like stress and stuff leading up to that, like getting everything together. So after all that, we were finally able to kind of calm down for a little bit, but still that was a very stressful time. And obviously I, you know, couldn't film or anything like that. So I would have videos planned, but I'm like, when am I going to film this? Never. So all that being said, since that has been over, that was in like early October, I was able to post, you know, my little craft video, which was actually done really well. But we have kind of is dove in a word? I don't know. Anyways, we have dived into a lot of home improvement projects, which we've been wanting to do for like so long, but you know, for whatever reason, in the middle of all the stress of everything, we decided to also do some home improvement projects, which, while they are wildly rewarding, it's so stressful to have my house a mess. Like, if you know me at all, like, I love everything to be exactly in its place. Like, if anything is out of its place, I have heart palpitations. Like, I can't handle it. And literally everything has been out of place. The whole kitchen and dining room, like, we couldn't even eat in there forever. And so it was super tiring and stressful, but I have loved the way that it has turned out. And if you've been following me on my Instagram, on social media, you know that we have been getting after it for sure. And it has also been really fun to just like do that, you know, with my husband, to just kind of pick out all the stuff that we want to redo the house. I have spent so much time and money in Lowe's. I'm ashamed, but I'm really not, because it's turning out fabulously. So, and then speaking of following me on social media, if you have been following me closely on Instagram, you will know that I have been spending a lot of time with my friends. I have just been like celebrating birthdays and doing like Friendsgivings and, you know, throwing festivities and stuff for like Halloween, everything like that. Then most recently, I have been decorating my entire house for Christmas, because, you know, no matter what, that has to get done, because that brings me a lot of joy. So while that is also stressful, and while decorating, it can get a little crazy, I have really enjoyed doing that. I redid my Christmas trees. I'm not entirely finished. I do plan to do a holiday home tour again. So I probably will be doing that soon, depending on, you know, my mental health state. But we are about to get into that. So that is what I have been up to. We had like a big wedding weekend that we went to and we're like in. And so that took up a lot of like time. And then home improvement, spending time with friends, decorating, like it's just been a lot, but I've been having a good time. And so that is why I just haven't had time to film or be on YouTube or even really be on social media that much. And then also I kind of took some time away from social media, which I'm about to get into, but that is where I've been. So now we'll talk about why I decided to take some time off of YouTube and social media. All right, I don't know what I'm getting glam for because I'm not going anywhere today. It's my off day, but I just figured it would be fun for y'all to watch me do a little makeup look. So why I took some time off. So I kind of just, you know, this year has been a mess. I'm pretty sure that's true for everybody. I took some time away because I just realized that I wasn't really prioritizing what's truly important in my life, like my friends and relationships and even my marriage and my husband. Like I was doing so much for everybody else and doing so much for YouTube and social media that I wasn't really being like engaged in my own life. And so I just decided to kind of slow down and stop basing all my time off when I can film and when I can edit and what I need to post today and everything like that. So, you know, and it's like, honestly, sometimes I just have to step back and tell myself, and I think I've said this before, like, I am not Kylie Jenner, okay? Like, no one's sitting waiting for my content to come out. I love that you guys ask me when I haven't filmed, like, hey, is everything okay? Like, I was waiting on your video to come out on Sunday. Like, that is so awesome to me, and I really appreciate it. But like, it puts a lot of pressure, like a lot of pressure on someone who's just like a normal person like myself, to just like make sure that you have content out all the time. And you're like, okay, well, I can't even do anything in my actual life. And I also discovered that filming everything was taking a little bit of the joy out of it. And I really didn't want that for myself. I really talk to you guys a lot about like mental health. I think that's so important. I think it's something that people should talk about. I don't talk about a lot of that stuff on Instagram just because I like my Instagram to say like a very positive place. If this year has taught me anything, it is that you cannot be negative. Like I have tried to take all the negativity out of my life. So anything that like doesn't bring me joy, anything that causes me to have any kind of like anxiety or anything, I have just really tried to stay away from that. And I know that you can't do that in every aspect of life. That being said, I don't really put all of my stuff out on Instagram, but I do here on my channel, which is why I always tell you guys, like, if you want to know what's really going on with me, if you want to get really real in our conversations, because I never want to be like fake, like everything's so perfect in my life all the time. You know, I never want to be that way. So you have to like get on YouTube and watch my videos and subscribe, because this is where I get like really, really real with you about, you know, my actual life and how I'm doing. The point is, I've really tried to take all the negativity out of my life. So I have had to take some time off of, you know, social media for a while with the election and everything going on. Honestly, like, I just know that a lot of people cannot handle having opposing opinions. And when I say people, I don't mean myself. Like, I can honestly say I have never deleted or unfollowed anyone because they have like different beliefs than me. Like, I think everybody has that right, but I know that other people are not that way. So I really don't share any of my political opinions or anything like that on my Instagram, but everybody else was, and everybody's fighting, and it's this like horrible negative mess, which is exactly what I was trying to avoid in 2020 in general, even before everything went absolutely insane. And so I was just like, you know, I was posting everything about my home improvement, which was so fun because everybody was being so encouraging. And everybody was like asking me questions about it. And oh my gosh, it looks so great. I can't wait to see the before and afters. And I just had to take some time away from like even posting about that. One, because honestly, I just didn't have time in doing all of it and posting about it. And two, because I had to get off social media. Like, I was like, I'm just gonna go decorate my house for Christmas and pretend like I don't live here. So that being said, I know it's very important to like stay involved in like what's going on. But, you know, sometimes it's about your mental health and it's about like what you can handle. And to be completely honest with you, which is what, again, I tried to do, I was not handling it well. just the whole state of the world. So I had to just take a minute and breathe. And then, so during all this as well, I also had to kind of tell myself that I really need to calm down and stop trying to do everything. Like, it was really getting to me, like, you know, just trying to please everybody and trying to do everything. And I am definitely one of those people who loves to schedule something for every single day of the week and then cry at the end of the week because I literally gave myself no time to myself, like no time to get anything done. Like, my house is a hot mess and this is this and that, and like I can't get anything done, and yet I was the one who scheduled all these things to do because I am very, very social and I love to, you know, do things with my friends. I love to hang out, and I just never say no. And it's not my friend's fault at all. Like, you know, it's me. Like, I wanted to do those things. I wanted to cultivate those relationships. I love pouring my time and energy into my friends, but you know, at the end of the day, like, I have to pour some time and energy into myself. And so basically over the course of like the last couple months, like, I really saw my like mental health start to deteriorate, which is something that I talked to you about at the beginning of the year. And so I knew that I needed to just kind of calm down and like make a change and focus on like my actual life and not my YouTube career, if you will. But this is still so fun to me. Like, I don't want y'all to think that like I'm not having fun right now. Filming and then editing and everything, like, it's still so fun. It's just, you know, sometimes when you have to take a mental break, and I want to say that to all of you as well, like, just do it. Like, it will be fine. Like, I can come back whenever I want to, and I can shut right back down whenever I need to. You know, it's just not something that you have to keep up all the time, even when you feel super overwhelmed like I was feeling. So, and you know, this is one of those things that I feel like so many people feel, but nobody talks about it. Like, how you feel like you can't stop and just take a moment for yourself, because then you're like admitting defeat. It's helped me so much, like, and it's helped me to like continue to be in my positive state, because when you start feeling really overwhelmed, you go to this negative place and like you really can't get out of it. Like, you can't help it. And so that's where I was again. Like, I felt like my mental health was just deteriorating. Like, I was not in a good place. I was not in a good mood, and I couldn't like cultivate other relationships, and I couldn't help other people because I couldn't help myself. And so all that being said, I also wanted to speak to like people that are very encouraging of others. However, sometimes you don't realize that like what you're saying can be kind of not hurtful, but just like not helpful, I guess you would say. You know, because I told a lot of people like, you know, I'm just feeling really overwhelmed. Like, I don't know, I've developed this like OCD, I guess, and like I have to have everything in its place even more than usual. And I don't like a lot of decor now, so I've changed a lot of things up. Like, I just want really minimalistic things. I'm starting to feel like very overwhelmed and kind of claustrophobic. Just nice for people to be like, you know, that's good for you. That's awesome. You know, there's always next year. Don't worry about it. So I just kind of had to be in a state where I told myself that basically, like, you're going to be fine and everybody else is going to be fine. And it's about how you feel, and how I was feeling at the time was not great, but I am better. I am better. I just want y'all to know that I'm feeling so much better, to be honest. Like, I took some time. I'm ready to film. I've got some ideas. I'm ready to show y'all my decor. I'm ready to show you the before and afters of the house. Like, I'm getting back into it and I feel good about it. And I think that's the most important part. Because of 2020 and all that it has brought with it, I do think that you are going to see some changes in, you know, my decor and just the way that I do things, I guess. Like, I definitely am going to be redoing some things in the new year to be much more minimalistic. I'm redoing the living room decor just so, you know, there's probably a lot less of it, different colors, more neutrals. Like, this is just, you know, how I'm feeling right now. And so I do think there's going to be like some stuff to film for you guys, some stuff for you guys to follow along with, especially if you are feeling kind of the same way. Like, we're about to switch it up. And so I really just think that I want to speak to everyone who is like me and who loves to make lists of things to check off. Like, that is just something that I love to do. However, I have definitely gotten into the habit of making these crazy lists that I could never ever possibly complete, and then not completing them, obviously, and giving myself the hardest time about it. Like, don't do that to yourself. I say into the mirror, because it is truly just like the thief of joy, honestly. Like, all the joy that you could have in completing, you know, all these tasks that I know that you like to complete if you were like me. Like, it is not fun anymore when you create this impossible list and then beat yourself up because you obviously could not complete 75 different things during a day. So that is kind of one of the other things that I was dealing with during this time. And instead of being like, okay, I need to calm down and like not try to put so much on my plate, I was like, you're a failure. Why can't you get this stuff done? Everybody else gets all their stuff done. Like, first of all, no, they don't. And nobody's life is perfect, regardless of what we see on social media. And again, I really hope that I don't give off any kind of vibe like everything is going so smoothly all the time. Like on social media, I really don't try to do that. I just try to make it like a positive place. Like, I don't try to go on social media and like complain a lot about, you know, everything that's going on. Not that it's really a complaint. It's just like, I want people to be able to get on social media and see, like, you know, the makeup that I did that day, or the coffee that I've discovered that's so awesome. You know, like, just a little happy to your day when you get on Instagram and see something from like my social media. So that's more of what it's about. On here, again, is where we're really going to talk about like the issues. One of the issues being that somebody, Santa Claus, better get me these Too Faced holiday collection line of makeup again, because I cannot tell you how much I use all of these, and they smell so good and they are my favorite. So if you're watching this and you want to, you know, buy me a birthday / Christmas present, you already know, okay? And I also think it's important to say that I know that I started off this year with like all these health goals and like the goals to read a book every month. And I was really starting out on a strong note. And then I kind of stopped all of that. And, you know, for a while I felt bad about it. But now, like halfway through the year, I discovered that, you know, if you can just survive this year, like, you are doing fantastic. Yes, I'm still reading a little bit off and on. It's definitely not a book a month. I am not super worried about my weight or anything, like, to catch you up a little bit. Like, I mean, I am still doing my steps and everything. Like, I'm still living the healthy lifestyle that helped me so much last year. But like, I'm not super worried about it, trying to log everything on, you know, social media. Like I was saying, like, I took that pressure off of myself, but still trying to like follow the guidelines as much as possible that I set for myself. But honestly, if there's a week when I don't do it, I am fine. And that is really what's most important for me to know, is that, you know, I'm still trying, but if I don't, I'll be fine. Like, this is just not the year to be super hard on yourself about what you did or did not accomplish. Again, like, if you are surviving 2020, you are doing amazing, sweetie. Just to catch you up on like my makeup stuff, I'm still super into it, still doing my makeup even though we're wearing masks and everything, like, because it's just therapeutic for me. It's just something that I really enjoy, and I am looking forward to all the launches for the holidays. So we're still in it. And I really feel like I might have been like all over the place in this video, but it all boils down to positivity and just being easy on yourself. You know, just being your own best friend at times. Like, when you feel like you are just completely overwhelmed, sometimes you have to let you off the hook. All right, so that is pretty much the look there. I sped it up for you just a little bit. I'm gonna pop on some lipstick. So that is pretty much summing up where I have been, what I've been up to, and everything that's been going on with me, like in my actual life and mentally. So what I really wanted from this video was mostly for everybody to be encouraged. Like if you need a little bit of encouragement, if you're feeling anything that I've talked about in this video, like you are going to be okay, we're all in this together, we're all gonna be okay, it's 2020, we're surviving, we're doing the best that we can for us, and really try not to put a lot of pressure on other people. Like, I think this is the year to give everybody a little bit of a break if you can. And I also wanted to say thank you to everyone who has been like concerned as to where my videos are and what I'm doing and like if I'm okay, because I'm not posting every single week religiously. I really appreciate everybody that watches my videos, and I hope that this was super encouraging to you in some way. I've got a lot of stuff planned, but again, I'm being really easy on myself. And so in my sad attempt at motivational speaking, that's really what I wanted to leave you guys with today. One, this amazing makeup look that I just pulled off in no time at all. And also the fact that no matter how you're doing right now, you're doing great because you are surviving 2020, okay? We're all in this together and we're going to be fine, I promise. Be very gentle on yourself and stay tuned for all the videos that I have coming up for you. Comment down below if you have any questions for me, or if you just want, you know, some words of encouragement, I'll give you that as well. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks again so much for watching A Little About LV.